Hi guys, how's it going? I promised I would do an update at the end of the summer on how I'm going with my chewable Finasteride and Minoxidil, so here's the video. So as promised, here is my update on how I'm getting on with the chewable Finasteride and Minoxidil. Every time I do one of these videos, I feel like I'm actually having like a bad hair day, which is very unfortunate, but here we are. So you might notice that this is a different package to last time. I had like these 4 packets that they sent me last time, and 3 of them had use first, and I was a bit confused because I was like, which of the 3 do I use first? And then they emailed back just saying any of them, just in any order, and then one of them didn't have that on. So I got to the final one, and they had these weird marks on. I have no idea, like they just looked not right. So I sent a picture to Hims, and I was like, what are these about? And then they were like, oh, we can like supercharge like a super speed your next delivery and send it earlier and offer like a discount for that box amount. But I was a bit unhappy about it because I was like, oh, now I've got to wait for that. I had to have a few days not having the tablets, and I know a few days isn't going to make a massive difference, but it was just annoying that I got to the last packet and they had like these, I can't even describe it, like it was like different, like miscoloured, like they looked like they were a bit wet. I don't know what happened, but it was weird that was the only one as well that didn't have the use first on it. So not sure if anyone else has had that similar experience, but they then sent this, which is just a different package, and they just said, as a goodwill gesture, then I've got some more, and these should last me now until November. So firstly, I'm definitely going to keep this on. I'm definitely going to keep it going. I was previously doing the topical, if you've watched my other videos, and I did the topical for about 2 and a bit years, I think it was, maybe even longer. And I feel like, as simple as it was, the topical, this is just even easier. And it just, as I've said before, if you don't know already, Minoxidil is toxic for cats, and I think dogs as well, but I definitely know cats. And it can be really serious. So when I was doing the spray, I was just constantly anxious that my cats were going to lick my head. And now what's really nice actually is my cat Blue loves to like give me like a little head massage and like sniff my hair and stuff like that, and that's just really nice, like, because I wasn't able to do that before with the topical because I was so paranoid, and now that I'm taking these I feel more confident. And he doesn't lick my hair or anything, but he just like puts his like hand, like paws through my hair, which is really cute. So it's nice that I can do that now as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep it up. Secondly, you know, there's not a massive amount to update, but I think most people want to know about side effects and how's it going. So side effects, nothing for me. I've had no side effects at all. When I swapped from the topical to the chewable, I think I noticed a bit more shedding, and I wasn't sure if that was because maybe the topical wasn't even working as strong or in a different way to the chewable, but I noticed a bit more shedding. That just stopped really quickly, and my hair feels a lot stronger again. So it was like a few weeks I was noticing, because what I used to notice was in the shower I'd get loads of hair coming out before I started any treatment, and that was one of the sparks for me. Whereas as soon as I started the topical, barely any hair came out, and then now I do the chewable, the oral, I bet like same thing, like it came back for a bit, and I was a bit worried, and I guess worst case I would have just gone back to using the topical because I knew that worked. So this was more like an experiment. But I'm going to keep this up because that's slowed down now. I don't really get much of the shedding anymore, and I've had no other side effects. I know that some people have some different side effects from using Finasteride and Minoxidil, but I've had nothing as far as I'm aware. You know, and you're thinking, you're like, is that or is that? But from anything that I've seen noted as the side effects, I've been completely fine and not noticed anything. Progress, how am I feeling? Well, here's my hair. You might have watched some of my recent videos, and thank you for a few people who've commented saying, you know, it's looking quite thick and looking good. I had my hair cut about 3 weeks ago. Like my crown just feels completely, I don't know if you can see, but my crown just feels completely like, when I'm looking at photos from behind, I used to like zoom in and then feel really paranoid about it and like not want to post the picture, delete it, and I used to just feel like really frazzled by it. But now I don't see that crown like gap anymore, which is so reassuring. Also, when I went to get my hair cut about 4 weeks ago, I was going for like a soft mullet, but it's kind of gone now. She was like, oh, you're getting a lot of like baby hairs in there, and like new growth in the crown and new growth at the front. So that was positive because she hadn't mentioned that previously when I was doing the topical. So this felt really positive. You know, I noticed a few baby hairs in the past, and you know what I just did? I feel like I do it as a reflex because I used to do this all the time to like fill this gap. Of course, my hairline is not perfect and it does go up a little bit, but I feel like I do that less now. I used to be doing that a lot to sort of like cover it up and make sure it was all good. I probably just messed up my hair completely, so curly hair problems. But I'm doing that less, and sometimes I notice myself doing it, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing that just because for so long I was just like pulling this forward, you know, to get these like gaps filled and to make my hairline look different. Whereas now, like I feel like even more confident, like putting my hair like sort of more up, which I never used to do. But with my curly hair, I'm noticing it's falling down. Like my fringe sometimes, not today because I'm having a bad hair day. So yeah, overall I'm happy. Again, not sponsored by Hims at all. Wasn't happy with this weird thing. I mean, I'm sure they might have been fine, but they even at Hims were like, we don't advise you to keep taking these. So I wonder if anyone else has had that experience. Please comment below if you have. If you're doing this as well, let me know how it's getting on. Yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to update on this. I'm going to do a bit of self-plugging. I have a new song out called Lose Myself. It's out on the 12th of September. And if you're listening before that, you can pre-save. And what pre-saving does, it's free. It takes 60 seconds and it just really helps me boost my track out there a little bit. And if you're watching this after the 12th of September, then please have a little listen to the track if you fancy a gander. I promise it's a good song. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know how you're getting on. Please subscribe. And I think I'm like 10 away, or maybe like 15 away from 2,000 followers. So that would be nice if you fancy giving me a little follow. Cheers. Enjoy your day.